Carl, victory always a massive game for Adelaide. I think you haven't actually beaten them 3 times in a season since season 1. I think you actually scored the winner in one of those games. This one's always means a little bit more, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And I've mentioned that to the players. Even though Victory haven't had the best of seasons, it doesn't really matter in these type of games because it's a big rivalry, and so it's important that we don't allow them to get any confidence in the game.
You've got a lot of local players, of course. Does that help in a game like this?
Yeah, it does. It means a lot to our players, especially the players that have grown up and gone to a lot of these games previously. So the passion is there from our playing group, and it's important that we go there and with a physical presence and make it very difficult for Victory.
Obviously not just a big game because it's Melbourne, also the context of finals, chasing top 2 or top 4, so open at the moment, you could still miss out.
Yeah, it's very tight at the moment in the competition, and it's important that we look after ourselves and pick up a couple of wins in the last 3 games.
Would you say, considering you've got Sydney after this and then Wanderers after that 2 tough games, is this a must win then?
Yeah, it most definitely is. I think all the games running into the end of the season are must-wins because you want to go into the finals in good form, because you just don't want to just make it to the finals and just be a number. You want to go there with an ambition to win.
Especially important to bounce back as well after the disappointing loss in Perth.
Yeah, look, it was disappointing and we lost. We were quite comfortable for long periods in that game, but we just didn't score goals, and in the end that's what matters the most, is scoring goals, and we didn't score. That's something that we need to rectify this week going into the Victory game.
Had a pretty packed schedule, and then Mort pulled out just before the game, and Jakobsen as well. Are there any other injuries, and are those guys going to be fit?
Yeah, both of them are fit, so it's just the way it is. You have to manage your squad, and there's going to be players coming in and players going out, and we're confident in the squad that we've got, that all players, when they're called upon, they can do a job.
You haven't, I think, won away from home since March. Do you reckon it's important going into finals? Likely you're going to have to play away at some point to sort of get that monkey off the back to know that you can win away from home? Oh,
look, we know we can win away from home. We've done it previously this year. So this is no different. As you said, it's against Melbourne Victory, so it doesn't really matter. We just have to go there and win.
During the game, you mentioned that you had a lot of chances in the first half. I think you made a similar change in the Brisbane game, bringing off Cavallo, bringing on Al Hassan. Even though he didn't quite play as a number 9, wasn't really a natural 4-4-2, still a more attacking player. Is that a big part of your philosophy then, to sort of go more attacking, push for that second goal?
Yeah, most definitely. We don't want to be a side that's sitting back and hoping to get something in transition. We want to be a team that takes the game on and controls the game, and we've done that in a lot of the games. It's just a matter of making the most of the opportunities when we create them.
You said after the game the other night that you played pretty football but can't get over the line. We've been working on, you haven't had many days to work in between, but what have you been working on in between?
Look, it's just at this stage when the games are so close, it's just to make sure the players are freshened up and ready to go again, and put in a big effort. They've put in a huge effort this last week with the games that we've played, so it's just a matter of getting them fresh and ready for the game.